Always low prices, always crazy customers. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for another top 10 craziest things to happen at Walmart.
Do you always sing at Walmart?
Yeah.
How come?
Well, because that's the only store we've got.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at the things that reportedly happened in the store that made us go, huh? While people were trying to get that all-important bargain. If you think we missed out on something completely bonkers, be sure to check out our previous list.
The bat tested positive for rabies. The Walmart worker is now getting a series of vaccinations for protection against the disease.
Number 10. You may now kiss the bride in aisle 5. Sometimes a love connection happens while shopping for those low prices. Such was the case for Wayne Brandenburg, who fell for a cashier at a Walmart in North Carolina. You know how the saying goes, first comes love, then comes marriage, then comes a spot on our top 10 list. We understand the romantic undertones of having a wedding where you first met, but you may get a few odd looks if your dream venue puts you in the middle of a superstore. But hey, who are we to stop Cupid's arrow? Especially when other couples have followed suit.
I can take the ally to be my husband, to have and to hold, for better for worse.
Remember, Walmart helps you save money and live better. Number 9. Duck, Duck, Goose. Ah, the majestic goose, always walking across the road without a care in the world. Much like any other animal, you stop and let it trot away. You don't hit it with your car, and you most certainly do not whip out a bow and arrow to kill it. Unless you're Canadian? Well, at least this Canadian, who took a stand against the fearsome bird in a Canadian Walmart parking lot. Word of advice. Unless you're hunting for survival like some kind of revamped Tomb Raider, maybe leave the bow and arrow in the trunk, or save it for any upcoming invasions. Number 8. A man and his stuffed horse.
So there was a horrific sexual assault in Florida, and no! It's not even at the funny part yet!
You may remember from our previous list the couple who decided to test out a bottle of lube, to make sure it worked the way they wanted before they committed to purchasing it. And no, we don't mean for your car. That's not exactly what 19-year-old Sean Johnson did while shopping at a Florida Walmart. For one, he didn't use any kind of lubrication for his sexual act. And two, it was with a horse.
Is a horse of age?
No, look, it's a pony!
Is there a horse you can have sex with that's over age?
No, not the horse from the legendary Mr. Hand story. Do not Google that. We mean a stuffed horse.
Whoops, you weren't meant to see that.
Well, at least it's safer than an actual horse. And at least he went to the betting department.
We got charged with criminal mischief and indecent exposure. This is definitely mischievous.
This does not happen at Target.
Number 7. Hot like fire. To be honest, this could be its own category. Just type the words Walmart fire into your YouTube search bar and scroll on down. There's the fire caught on film in Durango, Colorado, where you can hear someone calling for help while people keep shopping.
Help!
Whoa, those...
Excuse me.
There's the fire in San Leandro, California, where someone poured lighter fluid over the Halloween costumes and set them on fire. And of course, the firework display fire for those who can't wait to go outside and celebrate the 4th of July. Don't think that the fires only happen inside the store, as the parking lot has been known to have a fire or two. Not even ambulances are safe. Number 6. Parking spot rage. Is there anything worse than someone taking the parking spot you were trying to get into? They see you waiting, blinker on to indicate your intentions, but nope, they gotta be a jerk and swipe the space before you can pull in.
Hey, I'm moving in there. No, hey, no, get back in your car. Hey, asshole.
Well, 77-year-old Florida resident Evelyn Denisi decided to do something about it. No one was gonna get away with taking her spot, so she tried to run the man over, after which he held on to the hood of her car for dear life.
Now, the two differ on how he ended up on the hood, though. Kohler says he was trying to stop her from leaving because she keyed his van.
We suppose that's better than shooting at the spot thief, which is exactly what happened at another Florida Walmart when a dispute over a space led to 2 people being shot in 2012.
Crazy? What are you doing? Hey! You're stealing my space!
George, wait, you don't know who this guy is? People kill for a parking space in this city.
Number 5. Relax. I'm a podiatry student. We have to ask, when did Walmart become the place to explore your sexual kinks? We promise no stuffed animals this time. Imagine being in a North Carolina Walmart, minding your own business, when a man asks you to try on shoes for him. Don't worry, he says, I'm a podiatry student. We're not quite sure why that encourages him to watch strangers try on shoes, but it's not creepy, arrest-worthy news. Yet. That moment comes when he sucks on your toes.
Brown struck up a conversation with a woman at the Walmart, then convinced her to try on several pairs of shoes.
That's when Brown allegedly took the victim's foot and began sucking on her toe.
Needless to say, 31-year-old Michael Brown was arrested and learned that maybe, just maybe, he should suck toes in the privacy of his own home. Oh, and he's not actually a podiatry student.
Thank you.
Number 4, child thief? Don't you just hate it when people mistake you for being a kidnapper instead of a father? Such was the case for a man named Joseph while he was out with his 3 daughters at a Virginia Walmart. After returning home, the police arrived to make sure that the girls were actually his children.
I was dumbfounded because I sat there a minute. I was like, did he just ask us if these were our kids?
According to Walmart, a customer felt that he didn't fit with his children because he's white and his daughters are mixed race.
And I said, what do you mean by they don't fit? And I was trying to get her to say it. And she goes, well, they just don't match up.
He and his wife were quick to verify that the children were theirs, with the police even asking one of the girls if the 2 were actually their parents. The phrase, that escalated quickly, has never been so accurate. Number 3, 3 months later, a dead body. This isn't the first time a death has occurred at Walmart. Stay tuned for the rest of our list. However, this may be the first time the victim wasn't discovered for a long period of time. Lauren Moss was last seen leaving a rehab center before horrified employees of a Walmart out in Salinas, California, discovered her dead body inside of a Volkswagen Jetta.
The Jetta had dark windows and a sunshade over the dashboard, which made it difficult for anyone to notice there was a corpse inside.
The kicker? Surveillance footage revealed that the car had remained in the same spot for almost 3 months, leading authorities to believe that she'd been dead in the car the whole time. Moss's death was ruled as a possible suicide. Number 2, employee killed during Stampede. Everyone knows the horror stories associated with Black Friday, the lines, and of course, the unruly customers.
Oh, they're pushing! They're pushing! Don't be a baby!
The chances of the morning rush being calm and orderly are slim to none, but being so overzealous that they trample a man to death? That was the case at a Walmart in Long Island one Black Friday morning. Not patient enough to wait for the doors to open, shoppers literally smashed through them despite workers' attempts to keep them at bay.
Some of the folks were chanting, open up, but apparently the crew of the store didn't open the doors fast enough.
The crowd trampled over 34-year-old Jim Ty D'Amour and anyone else who got in their way, leading to a number of injuries. D'Amour was pronounced dead a mere hour after the chaos. Before we head to the checkout counter, let's shop around for these dishonorable mentions.
He did it by building hidden compounds behind boxes of baby strollers in one aisle and stacks of paper towels in another.
That man ran by the table, was outside this entrance here of the Walmart. He snatched the cash box out of a parent's hand and took off toward that condo complex over there. Now, the man got away in a red Mustang with a black convertible top.
Number 1, man with machete tries to snatch children. This time, customers had every right to assume that an attempted child kidnapping was in progress. After a man failed to snatch a child away from a mother in the deli aisle of a Louisiana Walmart in 2018, a store security worker gave chase, only to discover that the man was armed.
Officers say both of them were pulling on the child. The mother prevailed, but he allegedly took off through the store, swinging the machete at employees who tried to stop him.
You know, it's not every day that a machete is swung around with reckless abandon. It's also not every day that the attacker tries to take another child from a different woman. Fortunately, the child was strapped into the shopping cart, and the man could not get the kid loose. With the combined efforts of the protective mother, store employee, and an off-duty cop, the man was taken into custody.
His charges include 2 counts of kidnapping of a child.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.